Student Success Ambassadors here at IU Indianapolis, and we'll be just having conversation and we'll be getting to know them more. So let's start with the introduction first. I'm Shubhankar Deshpande. I'm an international student ambassador here. We mostly work on the recruitment side, but we have here Kalp and Haley. They both are international student success ambassador. They mostly like help you when you're here and even when you're applying and stuff like that. So you'll know more. Uh, do you guys mind introducing yourself here?
Sure. Yeah. Hi, everyone. My name is Kalp Patel. I am from Mumbai, India. I'm an international student success ambassador. We basically help students getting on board. And then while you are here, we organize fun events for you. Currently, I'm doing my master's in health informatics. I'm in my third semester right now.
Hi guys, my name is Haley. I am an International Student Success Ambassador. This is my second year in this role. I am a senior in exercise science here, and um, what I do a lot is just a lot of event planning for students. Um, yeah, and we do a lot of reach out too prior to students coming here.
That's nice. So I think Kalp is an international student and Haley is a domestic student. But do you guys mind telling me how you guys adapted to living in a new city or a new culture?
Yeah, sure. I think it was pretty easy for me to adapt to the new culture as well as the new city. Primary reason for this is that the environment here is so welcoming. Everyone here at campus would really take that extra step to make you feel at home, and that just makes the transition so easy, and that really helped me. And not just the campus, the everyone in the city. I feel like the city is a lot welcoming, especially to international students like me, which really helped me adapt to the city and the culture pretty easy, I would say.
That's
Um,
nice to know. How about you, Haley?
Yeah, I would say I came from I'm not from India originally, so I did come here for the first time as a freshman. Um and um and I would say that it has been really great coming here, and like finding your community here has been really easy. Um and I would say the best part has been meeting new people. Um and just like getting to know the different communities around here. Like there's so many ways to get involved and meet new people, and like one of the ways I've met new people is that through different clubs and stuff. And I know there's so many options. There's club sports and there's different organizations, and um I would say that's like the biggest way that I've found my people here is through those organizations, and that kind of made it easy to adapt like here, and like living in a new community is meeting those different people in those communities, and kind of finding a community.
That makes sense. And how does Indianapolis compare to your hometown?
So my hometown has like a population of like 3,000 people. So it's very small compared to Indianapolis. And I would say that was kind of a change coming here. It's like in my hometown, you can drive from one side to the other in like 15 minutes. Not very big, doesn't have a lot of stuff. And here it's like you have everything at your fingertips almost. Like there's so many options. There's always something going on. There's always a new event. There's like, especially on campus, like there's like this like running saying that any day of the week you could find free food at an event, just because there's always something going on. So I would say that's definitely different than my hometown, is just the amount of options you have here, as far as just like where to go eat or even on campus, and out in the community. There's so many more options.
Yeah, that makes sense. How about you, Kal?
It's actually quite the opposite for me. My hometown is one of the biggest cities back in India, where I come from. And when I compare it to Indy, Indy is pretty small, but there's nothing that you don't get in Indy. Everything is just so accessible. It's like living in a less populated city for me, but getting all the benefits of a city. So in that way, I love Indy for that. You have public transport, you can have groceries, oh, so many good restaurants to eat as well. So yeah, I love Indy.
Yeah. So we have like different perspectives here. One's from a metropolitan city and others from a small town, but there's always something to do here in Indy. So yeah.
So yeah.
Uh, so my next question will be, what made you both apply to be an international student success ambassador?
Sure. So for me, I just wanted to connect more to the campus. I have been as a part of different student organizations, and I noticed that it's a great place to network, make friends, and just know more people, and do something that is outside the routine, mundane coursework or curriculum. Just a way to be more active on campus. And I would say I'm so happy with this opportunity that I got to be an international student success ambassador. I have some pretty good memories with my team members. I worked with Haley in event planning, and we came up with some really fun events. So that was the highlight of my journey as an international student success ambassador last semester. Um, and yeah, I think just to be more active on the campus and make new friends.
Yeah.
I would say, um, originally when I toured campus, this is something that they highlight as an opportunity on campus. And this was before like I applied here, to go to school here, and it just always sounded like an interesting opportunity. And then I was reminded of it my sophomore year, and so I applied and then did it last year and now this year. And it just sounded like something really cool and fun to be a part of. I think it's really important to help build the community here and show students like what we have. And being is an international success ambassador is a great way to do that. And I
Mhm.
love connecting with the students, even before they arrive. So I just really love like kind of the outreach part of this and connecting and meeting new people.
Yeah. And are you both involved in any extracurricular activities or any other organizations on campus? And if so, like, how have they impacted you or your college experience here?
Yeah, I would say for me, I have been pretty involved throughout my experience here. I um, did. I'm currently in the undergrad student government here, which we have at our campus. We have both the undergrad student government and a graduate and professional student government, which is pretty unique to our campus. It's not common, which gives a great opportunity for not only collaboration between the two organizations, but both the graduate and professional students and the undergrad students to be involved in a student government. And I've been involved in the undergrad student government for the past 3 years, in different roles. Currently, I'm the vice president, and it has just been a great organization, to meet other student leaders across campus and really help make a change on campus and a positive impact, which has been like one of the greatest benefits from that, as well as meeting other people. And I've definitely made some lasting connections from doing that for 3 years and still being in it. And definitely, I will be attending grad school here, and I am going to be involved in their graduate and professional student government as well. And I really look forward to keep doing that here.
Oh, that's nice. Congratulations, Haley. How about you, Kalp? You been an graduate student. Are you involved in any other parts?
Yeah, so as soon as I joined the college, the university, I was initially involved in a Indian student organization, and we had all these events planned for not just Indian students, but all students were welcome, but pretty more towards the cultural side. And then Currently, I'm also working as a treasurer for the Women in Tech organization. Women in Tech organization is directed towards the women community here. We do a lot of networking events. We bring in guests to share their experience. People last week we had someone come from Google and share her experience on how she got a job in Google. So we have all these activities planned. So yeah, I think it's a really great opportunity to, just build that confidence, to work with different people, because to work with new people, and then uh, I learned to be more responsible as I started taking up more responsibilities in the organization. And this is just one organization where I was a board member, but we don't really have to be board members. Other than that, I am a part of so many other organized student organizations, and I just attend the events. We have the SCPB. They have really fun events, like they have movie nights every Thursday. So I always tend to attend those. Um, we have um, we have the Biomedical Informatics Club. They have these really fun combinations of social event and more towards more technical events. So I make sure to always attend those. Those are some great opportunities to learn and make friends and just networks. Yeah,
Yeah, like there are like different organizations
there's so
on
many.
campus, and they tend to always have an event every day of the week, like starting from Monday all the way to Friday. There are like specific organizations, and there are organizations like USG that Haley is part of, and there's ACPP that I'm part of. Then there's Regatta as well. That's like once a year activity. But there are so many things to do on campus here. So that gives to me another question, like how easy is it to make friends and like build a community?
I would say it's pretty easy to actually make friends. Especially when you come as an international student, you think it would be difficult to fit in, but it's quite the opposite. Because when you come here as an international student, mostly you leave your families behind, and then your friends become your family. So you tend to make friends pretty easily. And the campus gives plenty of opportunities to make friends. Like I said, like Shubhankar said, there's an event every day, like by some student organization, and you just have to visit the event, and it's that easy to make friends. And everyone here is super welcoming. So that is one another reason why you can make friends pretty easily.
Hmm. How about you, Haley? Like from your like, domestic student perspective, how how would you say like an international student can like make friends or like even like just interact with people on campus?
I would say, definitely going to the events, like Kalp mentioned, like that's like the best way to meet other students. And even here in OIA, we like as a student success ambassador, I plan a lot of events that are specific to international students. Now, all students can attend them, but that's a great way to meet fellow international students and find a community there. And then beyond that, going to events that might interest you. So you find people who have the same interests as you. So, like, CALP is in women in tech. So, if you were a woman in tech and you wanted to meet other people, you would go to an event that they have and you would meet people with similar interests and find that community. And people here have overall been pretty welcoming and really good about interacting with others. And I've seen it at our events that people will come that don't know each other, but then they sit at a table and they talk. And by the end of it, they have like exchanged social media or something so that they can stay connected and become part of a community here.
Exactly. Like just going out like and attending events, that's like the best way to meet like fellow like-minded people on campus. But it, how was your experience here, like applying to IU Indianapolis? We'll have like two different perspectives here, but do you guys mind like just explain briefly how was that?
So I would say um, applying here was generally easy because um, I did tour here before I came because I do um, live close, like I live within a driving distance where we are able to drive here and visit the campus. And then that kind of solidified that I really wanted to go here. And then I just kind of did the online application process, and that was pretty seamless. And I remember the university being very like good at reaching out in the process and stuff, especially after you're accepted. And so that was just kind of confirming that I did want to go here.
Yep. How about you, Kalt?
I think I have a similar experience. I had the opportunity to tour the campus, so that's one way how I decided I want to be here. And then I just went on their website and I read all the resources the universities have, especially for international students. And that got me interested. I was especially interested in doing research, and my school, the school, has plenty of those opportunities. So that was one reason why I applied here. And the application process was so smooth. The university is pretty quick in reaching you out with any queries that you have. And then, just like Haley said, once you are admitted, you have they check on you every few days, so you don't have to worry about anything. And then, if you have any questions, they're pretty prompt to answer those as well. So overall, the process was very smooth.
Yeah, so that leads to my other question. What were like some helpful resources you found when you were applying? So personally for me, when I was applying, I'm an international student and I applied during COVID. So I couldn't tour the campus like you both were able to. So free of the resources like finding virtual campus tours on YouTube and IU Indianapolis website. So are there any other resources that you both found while applying?
For me, it was definitely the IU Indianapolis website, and then I also searched my school specific website to see what they offer. Um, and that was where I got most of my information. And I also connected to past students, alumni, and then yeah, and then I had them share their experiences. So this is how I decided to, you know,
Yeah,
get into
that's
IU.
nice.
I would say, as an international student success ambassador, the Office of International Affairs, their website is really great, especially because you can type in a question and then like related stuff will pop up that's like related to your question. And so there's just a ton of like stuff that's specific to like international students that you might not find just on the IU Indianapolis website. Um, but yeah, I would say like the IU Indianapolis website is a good resource, and your school specific website as well.
Yep, I agree. Another like resources that like prospective students can use is like Unibuddy, or you can just go to OIA website and just reach out to any of the student success ambassadors or even international student ambassadors. You can just like chat with them, ask them questions, or you can directly reach out to your school that you're applying to, and they'll get back to you in like maybe a week or couple of weeks maximum. But are there any tips that you can give to prospective international students who are applying right now?
Um, for me, I would say that just make sure that the university knows who you are as a person, and that you can highlight in your applications, especially in your statement of purpose. Just be honest, and the university wants to know what kind of a what kind of a person you are and not just student. So highlight your best self, highlight all the work that you have done in your statement of purpose, and then don't hesitate to reach out to the university and the Office of International Affairs, because they, like I said earlier, they're pretty prompt in answering all your questions. And they really help out all the students with whatever questions or queries that you have. So just feel free to reach out.
I agree. Yeah.
Yeah, I would definitely say reaching out if you have any questions would be my biggest thing, because people here are so willing to help you answer those. And like it was mentioned earlier, Unibuddy is a great resource to do that, to ask questions on the OIA website and stuff. Using that tool is great because they can always direct you to like where you can read more about something and stuff like that, and they
Mhm.
can help you answer your questions that you might have. So I'd definitely say ask questions if you have them.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. And what was the one thing that you wish you had known before coming to IU Indianapolis?
For me, I think I would want to know that it's not that difficult. I was like all other international students, I was apprehensive, I was anxious on how I would fit in. But it was so easy to fit in. The like I said, I might repeat this, but the environment is welcoming. Everyone is just so welcoming here. It's so easy to fit in. So you can keep that kind of anxiety aside, and yeah, just enjoy the experience.
Um, yeah, I'm trying to think of what to add to that. Calp said it so well. Yeah, I think just what Calp said. I think that was really, really
Yeah,
good.
it's fine. Yeah, yeah. Do you have any favorite experience living as a student here in Indianapolis, or even as a student at Indianapolis?
I would say living here, I definitely think that living close or on campus has been really nice because I have um, lived within a walking distance or on campus all 4 years. I think that's been really nice to stay connected to on campus and just like being here and being able to go to events and stuff like that. And so I would definitely say um, before coming here that if someone would have also like confirmed that that has been a good experience, because I kind of just did it, didn't know if I'd like it or not, but end up loving living on campus and living close to campus just to where I can walk to campus, and kind of that makes it so much easier to go to events and just stay connected, especially with other people who live on or near campus.
I definitely agree with Haley. I also live on the campus, and it's just so much better to live on the campus because it's easy to attend all these events and just stay connected. And the highlight, I would say, was working as an international student success ambassador, because I got to know so many people. I learned so much about them, and it was a great learning experience for me, organizing everything, being a team lead sometimes, and making new friends and networking. So that was one of the best highlights of my last semester, at least I would say.
Yeah, that's great. And how did you find the academic environment here, or like classroom culture? We'll have like two different perspectives again here because one's master student and others undergrad. So it will be nice to hear from both of you.
Mm. I would say um, even in the big classes, I was still able to find people um, like that I didn't even like. Most people I met through my classes, like I did not know them beforehand. Um, and I was able to connect with them just by like sitting by them in a class and like introducing myself. And we would end up like studying together for that class and really just like kind of help each other get the work done. Like by after class, maybe we'll spend an hour just sitting there doing work or sitting there studying for that class. And I think that made the classes easier, is finding that study group in those classes and um, finding those people, and not being afraid to like go to the study groups when you're invited, and stuff for the classes. I also would say anytime I've ever reached out to a professor with a question or anything like that, they've always been more than willing to answer, during class or after or in an email or anything. Like, the professors, that I've met have always wanted the students to succeed. So they've always been more than willing to help you with that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I absolutely agree with Haley. And that is one thing that I wanted to share, that the professors, the classroom culture is so amazing here. I completely love it. It's different from where I come from, but it's a good different. The professors are willing to help you all the time. They're just one email away, or you can just walk up to their offices and they would welcome you and willingly help you. And not just that, there are plenty of other resources. Um, is academically oriented. There's writing lab, where you can just go and get help to write your assignments, or just revise or get them checked once before you submit. Um, there are at my school we have tutoring sessions for each of our courses. So outside the classroom we have past students have taken the courses, um organize a group and just go through all the concepts or help you out with whatever help that you need. So overall it's pretty supportive to students. And yeah, like Haley said, everyone just wants you to succeed, and everything is oriented towards that. So I absolutely love the classroom culture here.
I definitely agree. Reaching out to professor is like the best way to make connections, like during the office hours or even during lecture. It helps you land like research opportunities or like internships. So, what are like some opportunities have you found here for your personal or professional growth?
Personally, I was a part of all the student organizations, uh, that just helped build me my leadership skills, communication skills, organizing all the events as a student success ambassador, and reaching out to students, be it one-to-one connection or be it via Unibody. I learned to be more. I got this really sense of responsibility, and I learned to be more responsible towards the task that I have been given. So yeah, in terms of personal growth, just but getting more confidence, better communication skills, um, working as a leader in some of these events. Professionally, I would say plenty of opportunities. I was interested in doing research. I reached out to my professor, and then currently I work in his research lab. We have so many interesting projects going on all the time. We get involved in on those projects. Last month I went to this conference. I even got a scholarship by the university to attend this professional conference, where I met so many people that belong to my area of interest. I'm doing my master's in health informatics, so I met so many people who are working in that field. um, and through the career, we also have a career group in our school that helped me get this internship last summer. They helped me apply. They prepared me to interview for the roles. They even revised my resume for me. So I would say there are tons of opportunities for professional and personal growth.
That's nice.
Yeah, I would also say that um, I have grown so much, compared to me as a freshman versus me now. And a lot of that has been, due to being involved in different things on campus and really just like the leadership opportunities. and really just gaining so many skills in areas like communication and like just adaptability and all these things. And I definitely think in the major that you choose, they do a really good job of helping you with career goals. Um, in my major, I wanted to do occupational therapy for grad school, and um, throughout like the major, there's different opportunities that set me up for that, and definitely that helped me get into that grad school. And just like they do stuff here that sets you apart from other schools, um, and they want you to really get what you want. And so like um, I also like the school helped me get an internship. So I do an internship my final semester here, and that's facilitated through the school. And they help me get that. And I will be interning at a really great hospital nearby. It's a great opportunity, and I wouldn't have been able to do that if it wasn't through the school. So I really think they do a great job here of like getting you ready for your career and kind of getting you these unique opportunities that help you for what you want to do.
I definitely agree. Yeah. Like we have like for School of Science, we have preps. They help you with like applying to grad schools or like maybe just look at your resume and like give suggestions. Then we have career weeks during both fall and spring. So a lot of recruiters come there. It's easy to interact with them there. But I know you both are pretty involved on campus. So how do you balance your academics, works, and like student life?
I would say that learning time management and how to balance, work life student is something that you kind of have to learn and grow into. It's not something that I just started knowing when I stepped on campus. Um, and it's something that I've presented about a couple times to my peers, as far as like balancing and time management. And it's mainly about finding your style and what works for you, and that might come with some bumps in the road, but um I know that eventually everyone figures out like what works best for them as far as their schedule. um, Personally, some of the like things that I do is I kind of use some time blocking techniques. So I set aside times to specifically work on specific assignments or things, especially if I have a class where I have the same assignment each week, or I know I have one assignment each week for that class. I'll set aside like an hour, 2 hours, however long I think I might need to do that assignment each week in my schedule. And just doing stuff like that, I think has really like helped me, I guess, be successful here on campus, and definitely utilizing a calendar of some sort. Um, I use Outlook calendar, which is virtual, and then I also use a written planner. So I think just finding what works best for you and like to be successful.
Yep, that's nice. Do you want to add anything, Carl?
Oh, no, I think Haley absolutely summed everything up. Just using calendars, I use Outlook calendars to organize my classes, and just before the due dates of my assignments, I have a reminder set up. The software that we use, the learning management tool, really helps. Has all these tools that you can utilize. They have reminders that you can set up to prioritize your work, and your everything is just organized. There's a list that you can see of things that you need to do in your coursework. So you, there's plenty of resources and tools that helps you organize. You just have to take that extra step to just plan everything. That's it.
I agree, yeah. And what advice would you give to a new international or just student adjusting to college life?
I would say,
Um,
oh,
yeah, Haley, go ahead. Go ahead.
I would say, um, not being afraid to step a little bit outside of your comfort zone, to meet new people and to go after new opportunities. Um, I would say that's definitely how you have the best experience, is maybe when you're a little bit uncomfortable, but it ends up paying off because of the people you meet or the experiences you have.
Absolutely. I would just say that reach out to people, reach out to faculty, reach out to offices, and utilize every resource that the university has to offer, because all these resources are just meant for the university to help the students and help them succeed. So never be shy of reaching out and using all the resources that the university has for you.
I definitely agree. Uh, so we'll have a small Q&A session now. Thank you, Haley and Kalp, for answering all the questions. And like, I'm pretty sure all the students will be like thankful to you for answering like related to questions to like student life here. Uh, for scholarship, we do not have any scholarship for spring admissions, but we definitely have scholarship for fall, and deadline is February 15th of 2025. That's for fall 25. Uh, any graduate student who has any questions or like for regarding applying, you can directly reach out to your department. And if you have any more questions, you can reach out to us on Unibuddy, or the best will be to email us at iapply@iu.edu. Uh, we have a couple of questions here. So for fee waivers, reaching out to your department, that's the best way. Like if you're applying to Lady, then just reach out to Lady. That will be most helpful. Uh, and international students can definitely get a full ride scholarship. There are BIPCO scholars. Then there's another scholarship that offers 75%, but there are like different requirements. Then also applying to honors college helps. They offer more scholarship than usual like school offers. Hilly and Kalb, you both can answer any of the questions as well.
For graduate school, I would say the school offers scholarship, but that is for the fall applications. For the spring applications, I believe the school doesn't offer any scholarship per se, but like Shubhankar mentioned, there are other opportunities that you can explore that are more university oriented.
Yeah, I agree. Then again, for graduate students, application fee waivers as well as scholarships, it depends from department to department. So directly reaching out to your school, respective school helps. And then how to apply as an international student, we already discussed that. But usually just go on to IU Indianapolis website. They will have all the requirements there. Then you have to uh, use, I forgot the website. But there's a Common App, yeah. Common App's the website that you use to send your application, submit your application here. So that's how you can apply.
I think the application process is also different depending on whether you're
Yeah,
applying as a graduate student or an undergraduate student. But yeah, reaching out to the university, and they would definitely guide you on the steps to apply. And yeah, we have these websites that you can go on and just on the IU Indianapolis website. If you search on how to apply, you would definitely get all the steps and answers.
yeah, I definitely agree. Common App is, I think, mostly for undergrad application, but you should reach out to your department first before applying. Uh, well, do you want to answer this question? Like, does the university offer a tuition fee waiver for TAs or RAs for graduate students?
I would say there there isn't exactly a fee waiver that I know, uh, but it definitely supports you on your tuition by paying you for the work that you do as a teaching assistant or as a research assistant. There's hourly pay that really supports you living here, and it's in terms of opportunities, there are plenty of opportunities to work as a teaching assistant or a research assistant. So reach out to your professors once you start your coursework here. And most of the students in my class are working as a research assistant under different faculties. So in terms of opportunities, we are not short of that, and the pay really supports you to live here.
Yeah, I agree. Then I think to get a TA or RA position, you need to complete specific number of credit hours as well as you need to uh,
It's
take the course before. That's for I'm talking for undergrad students. Grad students might be different, but usually you can be a TA or RA from your sophomore or junior year. Uh, is it
Absolutely.
different for
There's
graduate student, Kalp?
a little. In terms of TA, you might need to take that course before you can work as a TA, just so that you know what the course is all
Mhm.
about. But to work as a research assistant, some of us were working from right from the beginning. If you have even the slightest amount of research experience from before, you can reach out to your professors, and most professors would be willing to take you up as a research assistant from the very
I
beginning. If
I
not,
agree. Yeah.
then it's just like one semester down, right from your second semester. You can get plenty of research opportunities, work as a research assistant or a teaching assistant.
Yeah, we also have a couple of programs on campus. One is LHSI, that is Life Health Science Internship. Then another is MUI, that's for undergrad students. So you just have to submit one application and they connect you with researchers. So you can join research teams like that. So these type of information you can find on websites and everything. Uh, there's another good question, Kalp. How is like on-campus housing for graduate students?
I would say if there are on-campus housing available, irrespective of you are a graduate student or an undergrad student, um, s- you can either do that, or there are other places that are not that don't come under the university campus, but just pretty close to the university campus, walking distance, like Haley said, that you can live there, and then that wouldn't be called as utilizing the university housing services, but even then it's so pretty. It's really close to the campus, so you can either stay at the university provided housings, or you can stay outside the university campus, but close to the campus.
Yeah, I agree. Living on campus, spots are pretty limited, so you have to apply pretty early if you really want to live on campus. But there are plenty, just like Kalp said, there are plenty of like places to live off campus as well within like walkable distances. And answering Mariam's question, yes, you can apply to two majors. That's again for undergrad students. Personally, I'm a double major. I'm studying computer science and mathematics, so it's definitely doable to do double majors or even triple majors in some case. Answering Naeem's question, our acceptance rate is pretty good, pretty high. It's 83%. And it depends on your application as well. Just like Kalp said before earlier in the interview, you need to let the university know what kind of person or what kind of student you are. So that really helps, like highlighting the experiences that you had, uh, like maybe highlight some extracurricular activities that you did or some uh, NGOs that you helped worked with. So yeah. Uh, Mariam, you can choose any major that you want. They don't need to be related. It doesn't matter if they're related, but it does help if they're related because you won't have to extend your education like undergraduate or graduate years doing that. Otherwise, adds on to more your core classes and you just keep on extending your education. But if you want to do, if you're interested in some other sphere as well, so you can take minors. Minors are pretty easy. You just have to take 2 or 3 classes regarding those fields, and you get a minor for that. Applying for undergraduate scholarships, uh, you when you apply to IU Indianapolis as an undergraduate student, international undergraduate student, you are automatically considered for Jaguar Excellence Scholarship. But after you get the acceptance from IUI, you can apply for honors college, and they offer more scholarship as well as if you want like full ride, you can apply for Bitco. But they have the whole application process, so you need to be pretty quick. Otherwise, most scholarships are on a rolling basis, so earlier you apply, the more scholarship you get.
I would also like to add that something that we haven't really touched on is maybe it's not as common your first year here in undergrad, but some of the big organizations on campus, and I know I can speak for USG and maybe you guys could speak for some other orgs. When you're on the board of some of these organizations, you do get a scholarship attached with that, and there are also other positions on campus where you get a scholarship as well. That might not be a thing for your first year or your first semester, but it's definitely stuff that you can do like in undergrad as like a sophomore, junior, or senior.
I definitely agree. So there are like USOs on campus. Those are like university funded organizations. One is USG that Haley's part of, another is ACPB. I'm president of ACPB, so we get like scholarships if you're on an officer and exec board. So do interact with like organizations, like attend their meetings and meet fellow people there. Like you can get more scholarships during your sophomore and junior year, like that. Uh, Another answering your question, Mariam, again. Uh, if you can always add second major after you come to IU Indianapolis as well, like as a student here, or even during application process, you can specify that you will be double majoring, and you get scholarship for your academic years here, like for 4 years. So it doesn't matter how many majors you're taking.
I would
Shubhankar,
also
I would. Oh,
oh,
Haley,
uh,
you can go ahead.
okay. I was just gonna add about adding majors or minors, and something that I think they're good at here is when you're interested in stuff like that, your academic advisor can really help you with like what that would look like in your degree too after you're here. So, like he mentioned, like you could after you're here explore those options on adding a major or minors. I have one major, but I'm double minoring in my undergrad, and I'm on a pre-professional track, so that has some added classes. And the academic advisors are really good at making sure that you're meeting the classes that you need for the things that you want. So like they're really good at um, letting you know and going over stuff with you that you have all the classes you need and that you'll meet those requirements before you graduate.
Yeah, I definitely agree. Like you can
I
always
was
go to
going to
your
say that.
yeah, you can go to your advisor and be like, I want to add another major or minor, and they'll help you reach out to that department. Uh, do you guys want to talk more about campus support? Like that can be academic advisors or tutoring centers or any department. So it's like any support that you get from department.
Yeah, I can talk about the undergrad side of things, and then
Hmm.
if Cal wants to talk about the grad side of things, for undergrad, there are some like core classes that you take for that degree. Typically, that a lot of students are taking. So there's English, there's speech, math, like certain math classes, and all these classes have resources that you can go to if you need help. And I know specifically, some international students have really enjoyed going to our writing center. They're really good at looking over essays or helping. Even if you have not started the essay, they'll help you start the essay. They are really good there. It's really easy to meet with them. You can meet with them in person or virtual. It's really easy to sign up for appointments there. There's also the speech center. They'll help you with any speeches, anything like that, like writing the speech or practicing. Um, there's also the Math Assistance Center. They cover just about every math class, I'm pretty sure. So, any math class you take here, they're going to be there to help you. And sometimes even your professors will be in there, and they'll let you know, like, hey, I'm going to be in the MAC at this time if you need help for upcoming exam or stuff like that. Like, I know that's definitely happened for me. And we also have the BEPCO Learning Center, which has a ton of options. There's a ton of mentors there for specific classes. I know biology has mentors, chemistry has their own set of people. They do stuff. There's anatomy and physiology. They have people. There's a wide variety of classes here that they add extra support from peers to help you in that class who have taken that class and done well in. Also, the professors are just a really good resource themselves. They usually have office hours. They're willing to meet with you. A lot of my professors have been like, if you want to go over your test with me, just make an appointment and we'll go over it. So I'd say there's a wide variety of resources and you can kind of choose what you want to use, but all of them are pretty helpful.
We also have Bipco Learning Center. Even they help you with like making timetable and like making like study session, like how to t manage your time and everything. So you can reach out, like just check them out as well. Do you want to add anything, Kalp, from graduate perspective?
I think Haley summed up almost everything. From graduate perspective, I would say we also have graduate academic advisors who are who basically help you choose your path, your journey. The university offers so many courses. Some are core courses that are compulsory for you to take for you to finish your credits and your graduation, but some are electives, and there are plenty of electives that might interest you, and the academic advisor helps you choose what electives do you want to take, or even in terms of timing, like when do you take those electives, and they just basically guide you towards your graduation on how you can finish all your credits and graduate. So that's one of the important roles of academic advisors, and they're available. You just have to email them or book an appointment with them, and they will help you out. And just like Haley said, we have professors who help you find your interests. And the writing center, this is one resource that I use all the time as an international student. The writing style here is different from back where I come from. So, but the writing center is willing to help you, with all your writing assignments. They they check they revise your assignments, they notify you of any mistakes that you need to change, or like Haley said, even before you start writing, you can go visit them, and then they would help you start writing your assignments.
Yeah. Uh, just expanding a bit more on academic advisor. Mostly, school assigns you with academic advisor, and they usually know all about you, like what classes you have already taken, what were your grades, and they help you like take classes for your next semester, and as well as like help you maybe bump up your GPA a little bit so that it doesn't affect your scholarships or anything. So you should always like meet your academic advisor after you get into get into IU Indianapolis. Uh, we just have 5 minutes more. You guys can like comment. You guys can send us your questions and comment, or if you need more help, you can always reach out to us at iapply@iu.edu as well. Otherwise, you can just reach out to us on Instagram as well, or just go to our website and you can connect with us on anybody. University doesn't really help student get a visa, but we have all the visa requirements and like all the necessary information that you need to get a visa that you can find on our websites, but university won't help you get a student visa. But you will definitely need I-20. That's what that will be provided from OIA. That's like the most important document you need to apply for a visa after passport, obviously.
Yes, the university supports you with all the documentation that you need from the university that you need to meet your visa requirements.
Yeah. So, any questions related to like number of years of school or like uh like different grading scales, you can you should definitely reach out to your department because they will tell you accordingly. Because it again, as I said before, it depends from department to department and what their requirements are for that. So just go to their website and there will be an email for that. Mhm. So thank you, Kalp and Haley, for answering questions today. It was
Thank you,
really
Shubhankar,
helpful.
for having us.
Yeah. So if you guys have any more questions, you can reach out to any of us on anybody as well as I apply at the iu.edu again. And thank you for attending the webinar, guys. And thank you again, Haley and Kalp, for answering all the questions.
Yes. Thank you.